every morning. And why? Because life is fun to explore. If you can't explore life, what's the purpose of life? It makes no sense. One of the things that I understand is that for whatever reason, there's this innate curiosity within me that's desiring to explore life more and more and more. And so today, good morning, Ian. Today I posted, what is truth versus opinion? I think that's a really good question to ask, because we've got so many people out there saying, this is the truth, this is the truth, this is the truth. Well, if it's the truth, how come so many people differ on it? It's just interesting. And so then the next thing I go is, does truth have a beginning or does truth have an end? Well, if it's truth, then it's always been and always will be. It doesn't have a beginning and end. If it's opinion, I believe there's a beginning and an end. I believe that opinions, they don't last forever. Opinions they just change. They're constantly changing. Think about anything in your life right now and think about the idea of how many times have you changed what you think about things? How many times have you changed what you believe is your truth? What you believe is truth. Well, I'm going to tell you, it's not truth. It's an opinion. And so many people, whether they're spiritual, whether they're enlightened, wise, they're voicing all these things in their opinions. One of the things that I've come to understand is that as I study spirituality more and more and more, we talk about the idea that this spiritual practice works, that spiritual practice works, this works, that works, you need to do this, you need to do that. I've come to the understanding that it's all opinions. Whether you're looking at it from the Catholic point of view, the Christian point of view, the Buddhist point of view, the Hindu point of view, the Jainist point of view, the Islamic point of view, the Israeli point of view. It's all an opinion. So what good are opinions? That's a really good question. Well, opinions, I believe, get us to ask deeper questions. And deeper questions allow us the pursuit of truth. Some people say we're here to suffer. It's part of our journey. I don't think we're here to suffer. I think suffering is a choice. Suffering is not pain. Pain and suffering are two very different things. Very different things. Pain is when I cut the end of my finger and it's throbbing. That's pain. If I lose something and it upsets me, that's suffering. That's a choice. That's because I have an opinion about what I've lost. And because I have that opinion and I'm making a comparison, I suffer. Do you understand? Can you see this now? Can you really see this? That suffering comes from judgment. And what is judgment? It's an opinion. It's opinion taking something and comparing it against something else. This is a pretty heavy topic. This is a pretty heavy topic, especially today. Because let me tell you, this world is opinionated about everything. And everyone's saying, well, this is the truth, this is the truth, this is the truth. It's not the truth, it's an opinion. And it's not bad to have opinions, But it's good to realize that you have opinions and it's not truth. Here's the thing that's becoming clearer to me is that truth needs no defense. Truth does not need you to defend it. Opinions do. We become so vested in our opinions that we want to defend them over and over and over and over. My belief on this is right. My belief on that is right. My belief is that. It's a belief. And here's what we know about beliefs. They can be changed. Most people believe truth because they were indoctrinated into building beliefs when they were 0 to 7 years old. Parents blindly fed you stuff, and you blindly accepted it from 0 to 7 because your brain's in theta state. It doesn't know any difference. It just accepts it. Then for the rest of our lives, it's true. I believed that the truth was that when my mother yelled at me, she was loving me. Because that's all she did was yell at me, and she said it was for my own good. Then I came to the opinion that my mother just didn't know any better. I came to the opinion that love was without judgment. And if there was no judgment, there would be no yelling. Isn't that interesting? Now, I don't know if that's truth, but I'm leading in that direction. What I'm doing is I'm exploring with you because next coming Sunday, my talk title is What is Truth? And so I'm sort of starting the process of how am I looking at it? So that I can come up with ideas and ways to explain and express to you so that you can have some clarity. Or you can ask more questions, better questions. If I put my hand on a hot stove, Mama doesn't need to yell. All Lee has to do is touch it, Lori, and Lee's going to know not to touch it again. It's the law of cause and effect. If you don't learn from the law of cause and effect, there's nothing to learn. Yeah, I love that analogy, Ian. The truth is like a lion. You don't have to defend it. Let it loose, and it will defend itself. I always say that if you know something, say it once. If the people are ready to hear it, they will. If they're not, they won't. If you have to say it more than once, then you're trying to convince yourself. Because when you know something, you don't have to repeat it over and over and over again. Interesting, isn't it? Know that I see everybody checking in. I see all of your comments. I'm fully engaged. I'm so grateful that you're responding here. I love the interaction. Yeah, you don't need to yell at them. Here's a key thing, Henry, with children. You want your children to make as many mistakes as they can while they're in your care. And then what you do is you implement a system of cause and effect. Son, if you do this, this will be the effect. For example, if you do not pass your classes in school, then you will not have time on your electronic devices. The child doesn't pass the classes in school. You take away the electronic devices, and you do so without emotion. You do so without judgment. You simply say, we put a cause out there. We put a condition out there. If you do not pass your classes, you will not be able to use your electronic devices. Cause and effect. It's a simple thing. You don't have to be emotional about it. The child will get emotional, but you don't have to be. The second you get emotional and you start yelling, then the child knows you're judging them. And when you're judging them, you're not loving them. Now, am I saying this is easy to do? Hell no. It's difficult to do. It's very difficult to do. But to be great, it's what you got to do. I'm doing that with my granddaughter. I didn't do it that well with my kids. I was a good parent to the best from what I knew. But with my granddaughter, I know better. And so when I am responsible for her, when I have full control over her or guiding her, I don't use emotion to say that she was bad, that she shouldn't do something. I let the law of cause and effect come in. I think that's the best teacher. I think it's the best teacher for everyone. Put a cause and effect. I love that. I love that. Willow says taking emotion out of parenting is tough. Yeah, because you've been conditioned to believe that if you're not emotional in your parenting, you're not loving. We've been brainwashed into that. Is it the truth that we have to be emotional? No, it's an opinion. And sometimes, here's the key thing, opinions have been passed down for generations and generations and generations. So we believe it's the truth, but it's just an opinion. Did you get that? I recognize that with Mormons, when I was in my 20s, when they tried so hard to convince me, they were trying to convince themselves. That's a good realization. Truth can be skewed. Did you know that Jehovah's Witnesses call their religion the truth, making it hard to believe except everything? No, truth can't be skewed, Quarry. Opinions can be skewed to believe that it is the truth. But truth has always been and always will be. That's the illusion that we humans do. Religions do this all the time. This is the truth. No, it's an opinion. So there was a lot I just said in that last 30 seconds. A lot I said in that last 30 seconds. Remember, if you're feeling a low vibe and you lower your vibe to that low vibe and it's causing you to suffer, you made the choice. I say that for you, Henry, because you don't have to lower your vibe when someone of lower vibration comes into your life. You can maintain your vibe. You can be understanding and empathetic, but don't lower your vibe. So go through this day, and when you're starting to respond, ask the question, is there truth in this situation, or is this opinion? Is there truth in this situation, or is that opinion? Is there truth in this situation, or is that opinion? Probably 99.9% of everything is opinion. Until tomorrow, be you, because that's the best thing you can do. And know that I love you and accept you just the way you are. Have a great day, everyone. Aloha.